So I had a thought one day, why not make a VTuber, you know? Like, I could totally do this. And how bad could it be, you know? Now, the thing is, I actually did make a VTuber much earlier. It was a Vroid model because I thought that would be easier. But she looked really ugly because I don't know what I was doing. I mean, like, she looked so damn crusty, like, you should have seen me suffer. Ugh. I knew I could do much better. So then I began drawing my VTuber model, and yes, I cropped out the feet on this. Because you're not getting feet pics, you nasty. But I mean, in all seriousness though, this did take quite a while. I feel like a normal drawing, like if I just did this normally, it would have taken me only like 2 hours. This entire thing took me 11 hours. 11 hours and 40 minutes. But you know what? I thought it was worth it. She turned out pretty nice, I guess. I mean, like, shit, look at her. Just look at her. I put in so much work. Totally, you know, totally didn't use the symmetry tool several times. But you know, this was only the beginning of my suffering. Can't believe I'm actually doing this. Alright. I think I underestimated how tough Live2d was. Okay, I already knew it was tough, but I'm a total noob, okay? Luckily, I used Chupaco's tutorial to help me with the first part of this, but still, I was suffering. Like, I felt real pain at that moment. But then obviously, I began rigging the model. One of the first things I did not realize I had to do was try to reorganize everything into warped deformers. So I was using the trial version of Live2d because I'm not paying for that. I'm broke, okay? Like, man, this is the reason why I'm not commissioning someone else to make a VTuber model for me. Have you seen how expensive those things get? Like, thousands of dollars, but I see why. I mean, I feel like the art alone, like if I was charging $16 an hour for it, you would already be getting more than $1,000 just for the art alone. So I can't imagine how much you would get for like the rigging, you know? But anyways, as you can see here, I was trying to do this entire thing. I was rigging the eyes first because that's apparently what you're supposed to do. Yeah, I was making several mistakes. I mean, I'm a total noob at this. Come on, man. I mean, seriously, why did I decide to do this? How did I get to this point? Oh yeah, I thought it would be fun. But also because it'd be nice to have a little virtual avatar. I'm sure we would like to see some kind of expression while I'm trying to game or something. Yes, guys, I do some gaming stuff, sort of. Follow me at like April Showers at Twitch. It's 2 eyes in the middle because I'm quirky like that. Oh yeah. But I was like going back and forth with this like Live2d process, man. Like, shit. I must say, I did spend too long trying to figure out how to organize everything into warp deformers and everything. And oh god, the actual rigging, I don't even want to think about it. But it was suffering, basically, you know? So as you can see here, I was definitely messing with Live2d an awful lot and basically suffering. I mean, heck. You know, this is basically just a speed rig of just what I did today. Well, not today, but like, you know, the day I actually recorded this and everything. In case you haven't noticed. Actually, I don't even know where I'm going with this. How about I just do some rambling to sort of fill the time, you know? I mean, looking at how long this video is from editing, it's like 23 minutes of what the hell is going on here? I mean, yeah guys, I was basically just suffering. You're gonna see this a lot, it's a common theme here. Suffering. I mean, I'm suffering even recording this voiceover. I don't even have an actual microphone. Well, I sort of do, but when I tried to record a voiceover on Davinci Resolve, it turned out crusty. And I mean, it is crustier than me, and that is saying something. You know, that is the main reason why I don't want to show my face, you know? Because I know I am crusty. I am the crustiest human being alive. You know, maybe I would consider showing my face when all of my accounts reaches 100,000 followers or something each. AKA never. We're never gonna get to that point, let's be real here. But yeah, I think finally whenever we get to this point, you'll see me trying to rig the eye. Did you know that I had to like try to redo stuff several times? Although if you see the clips and everything, you'll see that happen a lot. I mean, like, I thought doing this blink would be easy, but then I realized my art style is weird. Okay? I mean, a lot of people really love my art, okay? Like, I'm not saying it's that bad. Okay, maybe it is that bad. I should not hype myself up like that, okay? But it's not terrible, okay? There could be worse. You know, but I feel like my art style, and this is another issue I had with the Vroid model. See, it just didn't work for my art style because it was anime, you know? Vroid's like made for that anime style, and I used to draw anime, okay? Don't get me wrong here. I used to, but I don't even know what my style is anymore. I want to say it's like that webtoon manhwa style, but then I realized, no. So I think it's safe to say it's cartoon-ish, I guess. Sure, we can just go with that, you know? But as you can see here, I would be like struggling figuring out how to make the blink, even though I've drawn my character's eyes closed all the time, but it's so much different when you're warping like an actual thing. I'm sure people are over here like, you're probably doing something terribly wrong, Mochi. There's a reason why you're suffering, or why are you doing this? You brought this on yourself. I know, and I take full responsibility for my suffering. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. But I don't even think the eye is going to be the hardest part of this entire thing. Oh yeah, also I should have done clipping mouse on the eye line. I didn't even know what I was doing. You can see me just fiddle around with that for a while and just thinking, oh, maybe I have to like warp it down or something. No. I was just basically being a noob with Live2d, and I'm pretty sure any experienced rigger is just gonna look at this video like, what on earth are you doing, you clown? You doofus. And I get it. I am a clown. I basically run the entire circus here, you know? My entire channel is basically a circus shit show. Because you know what? That's what I am. That's my only personality trait, guys. Just being a clown. But anyways, here I'm like rigging the eyelids. And I'm suffering, as usual. I did the eyelids completely wrong. I should have extended the color out a little bit more, and as you can see, it's gonna fuck me up. But that's not the only fuck up I did here. No, no, no. I thought I did everything correctly when I was splitting up my art, but you'll see later. You'll see later where it messes me up. Should I like stop rambling? Like, maybe I should give y'all some silence and some nice background music. Enjoy whatever background music editor me decides to put in. Because I'm sure we're all tired of my voice. I'm tired of my voice, you know? But that's the only thing I'm not as insecure about. Maybe. Okay, you know, my voice kind of sucks and it's kind of annoying. Oh well, you know what I mean? But don't worry, I totally recorded this stuff. No, I didn't. Damn, maybe I should have like just fix my settings or something. I should not even fix my settings. It's a me issue. Because why? Why am I so incompetent? You may ask. I don't even know either. Oh yeah, also, fun fact. My program crashed near the end and I died. But don't worry. I rigged and caught up with everything off camera. So yeah, that's great.
The next day.
So it'll be today when I'm recording like this part of the video. I pretty much was like, okay, we need to get your shit together and just start recording, just start rigging, because you only have 42 days and I'm a slow worker and that's just not it, sis. So that day my plan was to get some of the mouth done and definitely the eyebrows. And as you can notice, I was trying to reorganize my layers. Because I noticed that when I reflected the right eye and everything, the eye shine was kind of in the wrong layers and everything, and that was pissing me off. But also it would have looked really off in the model. I was trying to rearrange that and I cried. And then I had to do the eyebrow rigging, which is much easier, except for the fact that I may have fucked up several times. And I had to constantly like redo, like I didn't understand how keyframes worked for a second, which is embarrassing. Like seriously, how, like why? I mean, and also I struggled with like warping the eyebrows for my style because I don't have like thin anime brows for my eye style. I use thicker brows, like I think it leans more towards semi-realism. That was kind of what my style was, sort of. It's weird. It combines aspects from like animes, like you can really tell with the eyes, I guess, and then the semi-realism of like the proportions or whatever. But it just made it much harder for me to like figure out how to do the brows, especially for like the sad downturned brows or something. It just looks really off, and that just, whew. Maybe I should have chosen a straighter brow shape for myself, but I kind of based this off of my facial features in real life, sort of, because I have pretty arched brows and everything. So yeah, I'm sure you'll see me undo like everything and then just, oh yeah, and then just kind of delete, redo, blah blah blah. But I wouldn't even say that's the hardest part. It was much easier than the eyes, even though I had to like keep redoing the eyes and figuring out what the heck I'm doing. Though the real challenge of that day was the mouth. Of course I didn't finish the mouth that day. That's gonna come for like next week's video. And I'll start recording that as soon as possible and everything. Just for y'all, because guess what? My suffering is hilarious. We love it when I suffer, you know? I also used Chupaco's tutorial. I will link all of those in the description, by the way. But basically, I also used her mouth chart too, which I'm not going to show in the video because like, you know, I obviously don't own her mouth chart. It just feels wrong, you know, just including it in the video. But if you search up her mouth tutorial, you should be able to find it, you know? But yeah, that was basically kind of it for that day, and yeah, I don't really have any other comments except I died, as usual. I mean, that's the theme with Live2d. You just die. But that's okay. I think I'll eventually get it later. I'm definitely dreading head angles, like, no. Just no. Obviously, we eventually get to the lip rigging, and I made so many mistakes here. Like, one, I did not do those. I definitely did not rig the, or did not rig, but like, I did not do the mesh for the lip skins right, which was gonna fuck me up later. I also did not make lines for the top lip or the bottom lip. I thought you only needed one mouth line. I didn't realize you needed like the both lip, top lip line and bottom lip line, and if I had known that, like, because of the way I drew my lips and the style, like, the bottom lip line would have actually looked a lot different than the top lip line, you know? But I made it work. I'm sure you won't notice the mistakes. Yep. I should really figure out an actual end screen card, so just take this temporary drawing of Ji-hoon that I made.